The first thing we learned reading Brandon Blackstock's official obituary is that his real name is not Brandon. Nope, it's Narvel Brandon Blackstock. He's named after his father, Narvel, who was Reba McEntire's husband for about 2 decades. Quick pause. We made this full video thinking that Reba had not said anything about Brandon's death, and then suddenly she did. That's coming at the very end. Okay, the younger Narvel was a pretty private person working in a very public business. As a manager to Rascal Flatts, Blake Shelton, Carly Pearce, and more, he created opportunities for each to take their careers to new levels. Come to think of it, I'm a little surprised that Blake hasn't said anything on social media either, but perhaps he just sent a message privately. This video is going to zoom in on the obituary posted to the Axelson Funeral Home website. It's certainly touching, very informative, and at times a little bit funny. For example, it reads, "To know Brandon was to love Brandon. He was a strikingly handsome man, and if you failed to notice, he was always happy to remind you." Details on his funeral, the life he's lived since divorcing Kelly Clarkson, and the woman described as his, quote, loving partner in life are all to come. Did Brandon have a girlfriend? I think maybe. Whoever authored this remembrance wanted to let the public know who the real Brandon Blackstock was, but also drop little Easter eggs for his friends. For example, here's one. At the end, it lists all who survived Brandon. It's a long list that includes kids, siblings, parents, step-parents, and grandchildren. And then, quote, "In addition, he has cherished aunts and uncles, beloved nieces and nephews, a slew of cousins and countless friends, all of whom are terrified to walk in front of a vehicle for fear of the horn honking." I really have no idea what that means or what it's doing in this obituary, but somebody does. Time codes for some of the most interesting moments can be found in the description section below. I'm really struck by how little Brandon shared while alive versus how much is shared here. For example, we learned that Brandon didn't just live on a ranch and ride horses. He owns a rodeo called the Valley View Rodeo, and by extension runs a livestock auction. It's a full enterprise. Quote, "He had no schedule for when it was time for a cold Coors Light, and his Wrangler jeans were no stranger to a Copenhagen can ring. He rode bulls, but he did not take any," the obituary reads, summarizing his cowboy ways. We got a little glimpse of that through his oldest son, Seth, who shared these touching photos on Instagram a few days after his father's death. "I lost my hero yesterday," he begins. "Words can't describe how proud of you I am on raising me and your 3 other kids. There's no one else on this earth that I would want to be my dad because no one could be half the man you were to me. I'll see you every day when the sun rises and falls." Brandon's half-brother Shelby shared a similar message with similar photos. "He taught me so much," Shelby begins, "leaving behind countless cherished memories that I will hold on to forever. For every treasured moment we shared, there are so many more we'll never get to make together, but I know you'll still be there." Earlier this week, a Montana coroner confirmed that Brandon died of natural causes after a 3-year battle with cancer. There really wasn't all that much new there, but the obituary shares that he was at home surrounded by family. A lot of family members are listed, as is his loving partner in life and business, Brittany Marie Jones. I thought it was kind of strange that she was named and neither of his ex-wives were named, so I googled and learned that she used to be Kelly Clarkson's assistant, but there's no social media profile and really very little to learn about her. I couldn't even find a photo. Brandon appears to have semi-retired from the music business to begin his rodeo enterprise with Brittany, and he more than just embraced the lifestyle. He drove a big truck, rode a good horse, and removed his hat when he introduced himself. He was a sharpshooter, a man's man, and a true gentleman. He loved a hard day's work that started early and finished late. At the very end, we learned that the celebration of life will be on August 17th, likely in Butte, Montana. Friends and family are invited to join, but you have to reach out to a friend or family member to find out where it's at. I mentioned Reba, and here comes her statement. Remember that post from her son Shelby? She did leave a comment there. "Very well said, Shelby. Yes, we will miss him so much," she wrote on August 11th. 2 days after that post went live, it was short and simple words. But then on August 12th, she referred to him as her oldest son and saying she was thankful for the time we had together. Quote, "His legacy and laughter will be carried on through his family." These are the 4 photos that she chose to share with fans. It's clear they remained very close until the end. I'm Billy Dukes for Taste of Country. Thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing.